Hey everyone, welcome back to Rabble. We have a new Rabble React for you. I know it's been a while. Sorry, I was busy finishing my capstone project and graduating from college. Finally, after a long time, I'm super excited, and I can't think of a better reaction to jump back into than Game of Thrones season 7. And I even brought along a guest to help me out with it. This is my brother Sterling.
Hey.
Sorry, that was cheesy. Sorry. Oh, my God. Sorry. All right. Sorry. Oh man. Hey. Oh man, sorry. Okay. Yeah, Game of Thrones. I'm a big fan. I actually have read all the books in I guess the main Game of Thrones story. I haven't read any of the side stories. I'm a big fan of it. I started off watching the show. I think I started watching during the third season and then kind of caught up. And I've been a big fan ever since. Fair warning, I am not a huge wealth of knowledge on Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. I just like the show. I really do enjoy the books, but I don't remember every single detail. I'm not one of those guys that's coming up with theories or anything like that. I've probably forgotten half of season 6 already just because I've been busy, trying to graduate and living life. But I'm really excited. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with season 7 now that the episode count is lower, but the episode length I think is longer. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts the way they do it. I think it's only going to be good. I feel like there's certain scenes or scenarios in past seasons where it feels like they're stretching it a little bit. They're filling some time, especially with Daenerys' storyline. There's a couple of times where it feels like she's just kind of spinning her wheels a little bit, and hopefully that's not going to be in the new season or in season 8, which I think they released today is going to officially have six episodes.
Yeah.
So, do you know how many episodes it is for this one?
7.
7 in this one, 6 in season 8. So they definitely have the storyline mapped out, pinpoint accurate, ready to go. So there's not going to be a lot of fluff. It's just going to pretty much be like, this is the story, this is how it unfolds. Enjoy it. I've been intentionally trying to kind of stay away from a lot of spoilers. I've done a pretty good job with it. I don't know a lot. You've already seen the trailer, right?
I have. I saw it yesterday when it came out.
I don't know why I'm laughing at you.
I'm sorry,
Why
bro.
you are either. I'm sorry. I haven't seen the trailer.
Uh-huh.
Intentionally didn't watch it, and I almost had to slap a dude at work because he started trying to talk about it, and I told him he didn't know that I don't do spoilers, but he found out pretty quickly. I think you were the most excited about season 6 out of all the seasons that you watched, because I got you into the show, but I feel like season 6 you were like, you usually wait for me, and you did not. You just went ahead and watched it.
I think you still watched season 6 before me, though.
No, I did. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I usually do, because prior to last season, we didn't have access to HBO or HBO Go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was usually around like the kind of the weird time in the summer where like school is ending or summer school is starting off, and I just didn't have the time to like search for streaming options or whatever. Like I would never do that, but I was still trying to get my Game of Thrones fix, but also trying to like stay focused on finals or whatever. And also, I hate that feeling of like the episode ends and you want to find out what happens next. And so since I was always busy and I didn't really want to like have to not enjoy it fully, I just usually waited until the season was over and then I'll just binge all 10 episodes. The only bad thing about it is that you kind of miss out on being able to talk about it with everybody because you're trying to avoid spoilers so you don't end up like ruining the season for yourself. And then everyone looks at you like you're crazy. But the satisfaction of knowing that like you don't have anything else to do in life and you can just like chill in bed on a Saturday, all 10 episodes are up, bam, you're ready to go. And usually, by week 10, like we're usually pretty free, and so we usually get to talk about the finale and stuff with everybody else. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're going to be able to do this for this season, or after seeing the trailer, Are you kind of thinking you'll have to watch every week?
For this season, I think I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait till the end because it's shorter, so it's only 7 weeks.
That's true.
So it's not even 2 months. It's the other ones were 10, so that's like 2.5 months. But this one, based on the trailer, and I feel like the story's in its peak. I think this one I might have to just watch it
Every episode,
every week.
I can't ask you about anything because you've already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm hoping to see. Like, I want to get an idea of how all the main characters are going to end up meeting up. I know there's tons of like set reports and set photos floating around out there where, oh, we saw this character and this character talking, and there's spoilers here and like script leaks here. I've done a good job of avoiding that, so I just want to get an idea of like, when will everybody meet up? What will they be doing? How is it going to unfold? How is it going to impact each person? And then what's going to be the deal with like the White Walkers? What I'm expecting in this season is, I think we're going to get the resolution of, the war for the throne. Like, that's the human conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's Dany, and there's Jon Snow and the northern contingent.
Mm-hmm.
There's Cersei. There's Dorne. There's the Iron Islands. I think somebody's gonna win, right? And then you're gonna get hit with the White Walkers at the end of the season, and then it's gonna lead into season 8, and then you're just gonna know how the world is gonna be resolved at the end of the series. That's what I'm expecting to see. So I think this, for the people like myself that really love like the political intrigue of it and seeing the different characters that are all these shades of gray interact and stab each other in the back over and over again. I think this is going to be like the pinnacle of that. And then after that, everyone's pretty much going to have to
come together.
Yeah, they're going to have to come together if they're going to survive against the White Walkers or find a way to defeat them or whatever. So I guess, I don't have anything else to say. I feel like we should get to it. All right, you ready? All right, let's see if this works. All right, here we go. Game of Thrones Season 7 official trailer.
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the west.
Who is that talking? That dog's not.
Enemies to the south. Enemies to the north.
That's it.
Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
So batshit crazy
the
now.
last Lannisters. The last ones who count.
Oh, good.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Man, she's actually in Westeros now.
And I will.
Sweet ass throne.
I don't even
The king in the north!
Your father and brothers are gone, yet here you stand. Last best hope against the coming storm.
Oh, wildlings?
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die.
Shit.
And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
Oh, they're actually like officially going at it. Damn, he's big.
The Great War.
Dang, bro, he is big as hell now. Not bad. He's huge. Wow, that was pretty short.
Yeah, it's only a minute 48.
Yeah, I guess I saw that, but I didn't believe it.
I feel like they put like a lot of a minute 48 in it.
They did, bro. I wish I was one of those people that had the discipline to go through like shot by shot and just like click through. But I don't have. No, I'm not.
See, I didn't even remember the scene when she was on the throne.
That throne. I think that's a Dragonstone.
I didn't remember that. But I think she had the coolest shots in the trailer.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But you saw the little shot of the Unsullied clashing with like Lannister men.
Jump off the horse.
No, I think that,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Well, no, that
Well,
was
no,
the,
that was the
yeah, that was the
right?
Dothraki, but that was like right in the same section. So yeah, they're definitely fighting.
Oh no, yeah.
I kind of thought maybe they would like hold that back. Okay, so the question I guess is like, what part of the season do you think that's from? Like, are we gonna see them fight in the first, like, let's say, so it's 7 episodes, right? I'm guessing that like the first 3 or 4 are definitely gonna be setting up, and then I'm thinking that the last 3 or 4 episodes are gonna be just like all shit flying around and like everything's coming to a head, right? Is that gonna be at the end, or is like Cersei gonna get taken down like mid season? Well, I'm assuming Cersei's going to lose. But is there going to be like somebody kind of crowned mid-season, and then they're moving in toward the White Walkers? Because now also, there's a chance that all the Stark kids that are still alive are going to get back together because Bran's in the north. Sansa and Jon are in the north, and like now people know that they're alive. It's not like Jon's, kind of exiled to the wall, and Sansa's not hiding under a name anymore. Like she's Sansa Stark again, so people know, like that news can get out,
And based on the trailer, Arya was in the north.
Yeah, Arya looks like she's definitely in the north because at the end of last season, she was.
See, I don't remember.
She killed Walder Frey. That's in the Twin, so that's like more northern than like she's not in King's Landing or something like that. And so I'm assuming she's going back to Winterfell. I can't think of where else she would go.
Unless she's trying to go back to Jon at the wall, maybe. But she doesn't know Sansa's there, though.
Yeah, she probably is trying to go. Well,
I don't know. See,
she probably is trying to go to Jon at the wall. But I guess now that he's fully like, he's the Lord of the North, he's the King of the North, Sansa's known. Like, I'm guessing that she's going to hear about it and she's going to go meet up with them. Because the other thing that I was thinking is she just going to go on full rampage and she's heading south to kill Cersei? But it looks like she's going the other way.
Yeah, no, look, she was in snow, like straight snow.
Yeah, and cold breath and everything like that.
And everything.
So, I'm just kind of curious as to how this is going to go. I think that was a good trailer. It wasn't like mind-blowing. It was pretty much what I expected from a Game of Thrones Season 7 trailer. It's kind of a sidebar. HBO has not exactly killed it in terms of advertising for Game of Thrones. They had that weird little, I don't know if you heard about the countdown clock when they were releasing the release date of Season 7. They had this like stupid clock inside a block of ice, and then you could watch it melt. And then the only thing, but they didn't tell you what it was going to show you. And then when the ice melts, it's just like a clock with
July.
Yeah, it was So I'm a little bit concerned about how they're gonna wrap up certain storylines that are not, in my opinion, vital to the overall story. So we saw a little shot in there of like Grey Worm and Missandei like looking like they're finally gonna get it on, which is great, I guess, because I like both of those characters. But is that going to take away time from what I really want to see, Because there's only 7 episodes, and while they're going to be longer, like how much time is that relationship going to get? I don't want extraneous stuff like floating around that's taking time away from me. Also, I didn't see a lot of Varys, and he's like my favorite character.
Yeah, you really do like him.
I love Varys.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
I didn't. Saw him like one time in there.
Yeah, and I think what we'll do is like we'll watch it again and see if we catch anything. Obviously, you caught something you didn't catch the first time. All right, so we're gonna watch it one more time, see if we catch anything new, and then we'll kind of just, I guess, give kind of an account of if we think of anything else, and then call it a day. Here we go. 3, 2.
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the west. Enemies to the south. Enemies to the north.
What sword do you think that is?
Whatever stands in our way,
I don't know.
we will defeat it.
I saw just somebody.
We're the last Lannisters.
Jamie's looking old as hell, man.
The last ones you
All that
count.
stress.
Dealing with Cersei's crazy ass.
I really like her clothes right here.
Yeah,
I was
she has
born
like
to
the
rule the
best
7
costume.
kingdoms. And I will.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Your father and
so
brothers
later.
are gone, yet here you stand.
Do you think Baelish is gonna survive this season? I think someone's gonna kill him.
Against the coming
Yeah, I'm
storm.
thinking.
I think he's like overworn as well.
I think that's probably towards the end.
Probably that might be like the
Some
last
White
shot.
Walkers.
This might be like the last shot of the season.
And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what you're
that
talking
scene
about.
right there. That was definitely like that was in King's Landing for sure. That scene right there, though. Look at how many
The great
people.
is here.
No, she has a.
I mean, but like that are on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Like this is why this season is not gonna have that many because they have to
'cause
like
the
the
budget's,
budget. Yeah, like to show that many people and then that big ass dragon.
you know, her forces are. I feel like number wise, she definitely has advantage over everybody. She has like
Yeah,
three separate
probably.
armies.
Especially considering that like they all fight for her. Everybody else is still kind of like floating off on their own, doing their own thing. Yeah, I don't know if Baelish is gonna make it. Baelish used to be my favorite character, and he's kind of like dipped in the last. Not that there's anything wrong with the portrayal of the character. It's just he's just not really doing much. You know, you find out that he's behind Jeffrey's murder. Spoiler, you know. He's trying to manipulate Sansa, but I feel like he's not doing a very good job anymore. And now he's just kind of like creepy uncle. Like creepy Uncle Peter Baelish. Creepy Uncle Littlefinger. So, like, float, like, you know, like, slinking around the castle, you know, like, sitting in the shadows and shit, you know? He's not really doing much. And
I feel like he's gotten less screen time as the series has gone on, too. 'Cause
yeah, for
before
sure.
They were actually in King's Landing. Now, since they're not, he just kind of, like, shows up. Just,
Right. He pretty much shows up to, like, whisper creepy shit in Sansa's ear.
Yeah.
In that
It's-
creepy Peter Baelish way. You should be the real lady of the North, Lady Sansa. Like, yeah, creepy. He seems like the type of guy that when he talks to you, you can feel like his breath tickle your ear. So, I hope that Sansa doesn't buy any of this shit. I know he's gonna try to kind of drive her and Jon Snow apart, but I'm hoping she's smarter than that because I hate Sansa. The first 2 or 3 seasons, I hate Sansa, especially season 1. I've slowly like come around to her being like a good character, being sympathetic. I think the actress has gotten vastly better at portraying her, but maybe it's just the writing and maybe she's just a better character. But
I think she has more to do now too.
For sure, but I think she's supposed to be annoying early on in the story because she's kind of like this naive girl that just wants to be like a princess or whatever. Yeah. So, but if she does the whole, you know, I really should be running things, blah blah blah.
She's
to the point where she creates a rift with Jon Snow that puts them in danger. That's gonna piss me off. But it's Game of Thrones, so I never like. Part of me expects Peter Baelish to win, right?
She's the next oldest, right?
Well, yeah, but she's the oldest Stark child because Jon's a bastard. Like they haven't.
Oh yeah.
Well, because nobody knows his parentage. Like we know, or we think we know, but nobody else knows. They just think he's a bastard, but he's Ned Stark's son. So they're like, "Fuck it, you're the king now." Like they've accepted him, but he's still. I guess he's Jon Stark now. I don't know if they consider him still Jon Snow and they just don't care, or if he's Jon Stark because nobody legitimized him. So, for all intents and purposes, she's viewed as Ned's oldest biological child because most people also think what's his name is dead, Bran, because no one's seen him.
Yeah, sure.
Like he's gone. Rickon's definitely dead. They know Rickon's dead. Rickon doesn't know how to run in zigzag.
I noticed.
If you can't run zigzag, you deserve to die. I mean, like, how fucking hard just...
Jon could have told him too.
Jon could have told him too, but Jon's just like, come straight here. Like, you know, but Jon doesn't know anything. He doesn't know any better. He knows nothing. So, that's on Rickon. But no, that was... And the other thing is, like, even when he shoots, just like run straight, and when he shoots the arrow, like, the arrow can't change directions once you shoot it.
Yeah, he could have
Jon just be like a little bit to the left, you know. No, they deserved. They both deserved to die that day. And in fairness, Sansa is the only reason that they won because
they were just about to die.
Yeah, so she's got a point, and I know that a lot of people have talked about the fact that Game of Thrones has veered strongly into like really strong, empowered female characters, a little bit of feminism, which is good. I just hope it doesn't become the focus to the point where it's predictable. Like, we have Cersei, we've got Daenerys, we've got Arya, Brienne, whatever her face is in Dorne, Ilaria, and they completely, like, you don't read the books, but they completely have butchered the Dorne storyline in favor of pushing Ilaria.
Okay.
Like, she's not doing anything in Dorne in the books. Like, nothing to this extent yet. Now, maybe she will because they know more about the story ending than we do. But, like, Doran Martell and that whole thing, like, they just completely, like, erased it. So, you got Lady Tyrell.
Yeah.
Who's my other favorite character.
Yeah.
I think she's everybody's favorite character.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Now you've got, like, Baby Bear. What's her name? Mormont? Like, the little girl she's the Lord of House Mormont right now.
Okay. Yeah.
She's got a name that I should remember because she's named after somebody, but I don't remember what it is. But I call it Baby Bear because, it sounds funny in my head. So there's a lot of female characters that are, like, at the forefront of this. And a lot of the guys have been fucking up. It's Game of Thrones. Like, there's a lot of mistakes that are resting on their heads right now. I don't need to see Sansa and Jon, like, after all this time, they're finally back together at each other's throats and, like, defeating themselves for the sake of, yay, women. Like, we don't need that. Like, make it organic. Like, there are plenty of strong female characters in this. I want to see them succeed. And it's Game of Thrones, so I'm already afraid that they won't. Like, I know there's not going to be a happy ending here. Like, all the Stark kids will not live.
Like all the remaining ones.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, like, maybe one.
I was supposed to say two of them are already gone.
Yeah, maybe one. I actually anticipate that Sansa will be the one to live. I think Arya's gone. And I mean that because she's too badass of a character for her to get, like, the hero's ending. Like, she's not going to kill everybody on the list and then be like, well, I'm just going to go live back with my family. Like, not happening. She's going to end up... I think revenge is going to take over her life, and she's going to end up basically... I think there'll be a choice for her to basically, like, let somebody go and, like, be with her family or whatever, and she's not going to be able to do it, and it's going to get her killed.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wonder if that's going to get Jon killed or vice versa, or if something happened and Jon gets Arya killed, because they were the two that were close because they didn't fit in, originally. Sansa and Jon did not fit in. Jon's going to get killed. Jon's too stupid to not get killed. As much as I love him, he's too dumb to not get killed. Like, he should have been killed he has been killed already.
He's already been killed.
So,
I almost got killed again.
Like, he should have gotten killed a couple times before that.
Yeah.
Sansa, I think Sansa will live. I think Sansa will live. And I know that George R.R. Martin considers himself a feminist. Like, he's very big on equality for women, like strong women representation, strong women characters. And I wonder if women are going to be the ones that, like, push the society of the Game of Thrones world into the next era. And, like, they're the ones that finally get the shit done. Like, they defeat the White Walkers, all that stuff. Because think about it. Like, Sansa is the one that saved Jon Snow and basically, like, saved the North, right? She's got the armies of... She will have the armies of, like, the Stark loyalists as well as the Tullys. And because that's her mom's side. And then the Vale, because Littlefinger's going to give her that. Like, she's going to take that from Littlefinger, I firmly believe. So those are three factions that will be on her side. Arya's like a ninja, like, doing her own thing. Daenerys... Bran, I don't know what... I could see Bran surviving, but he's going to end up having to be the new Three-Eyed Raven. Like, he's going to have to, like, sit under a werewood tree for, like, 300 years. There's no way that he's going to become, like, Merlin or something, like, walking around, like, imparting wisdom and, like, telling people's fortune and shit like that. Like, I anticipate that he'll live, but it won't be like the same as he's with his family. Like,
not normal life.
No. I think Tyrion will live. let's put it like this. I think Tyrion will survive season 7.
Okay.
I'm not convinced Arya survived in season 7.
Really?
I'm not convinced.
I
I
think
don't.
she'll
It's Game of
survive to the
Thrones.
end.
It's like who do you know? Like
No, you
anybody
don't.
can die. Like that's kind of the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I know that she's. I think she and Sansa are George R. R. Martin's wife's favorite characters, and she's pretty much told him that if he kills them, that she'll divorce him. And so some people think that they'll definitely survive because they're his wife's favorite characters.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily buying that. I do wonder if there's going to be like a romance too between Jon Snow and Daenerys, because a lot of people have that pairing, like Song of Ice and Fire, like he's ice, she's fire. Some people think that he's ice and fire because his mom is supposedly a Stark, his dad
aren't they related? Well, I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's Game of Thrones. Yeah,
I guess it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter at all. I mean, honestly, that's not even.
And they don't even know.
Even if they did know,
Yeah.
I mean, that would be like the least offensive family banging on the show.
Very true.
Do you care about what's going on with the Iron Islands and what's his name? I can't remember his name. Greyjoy, not Theon, but the older brother Greyjoy. I can't think of his name right now. You know the crazy one that came in, and now he's the king of the Iron Islands.
I thought the sister was there.
No, remember she didn't get chosen. He got chosen, and then she's kind of on the run. But she went to Daenerys. Yeah, she went to Daenerys, and now she's like, you know, and with that crew.
I really only care about them, how they're gonna. I guess when they'll come to King's Landing and help Daenerys. I guess.
He's not. I don't think he's coming to help Daenerys. He wants to marry Daenerys for her dragons, which I don't think is gonna happen.
Well, I'm talking about the sister, because
she's with her now, right? I think that's who ship she's on.
They're coming across the. That's the only reason I guess I care about. I guess you're just talking about the oldest brother.
Yeah, you're on. I don't care about him.
No, I don't.
I'm assuming he's gonna be important. I think he's probably gonna back Cersei.
I would say I think Cersei will end up getting them,
but
so the Greyjoys will be split, I guess.
I don't think they'll be split.
Well, there's
some
with her and some are with him, so they're split. Maybe not down the middle, but I mean, like, they're gonna be.
I think Yara has like the people that believe in her are with her. I don't think any of the other Greyjoys, or I don't think any of the other Iron Islands are gonna be like, oh, we're gonna back her. I think they all back him because he won the king's move. Like he won the right to be king there. I don't think anyone's gonna split off. I think everyone that's gonna support her is already with her.
No, that's what I mean. Like they're already split.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but I feel like they're not like a primary house. I feel like they're definitely secondary.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah. They don't think they are, but they are. So yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's interesting. I didn't see a lot of Dorne stuff. I don't know if I saw anything of Dorne, which is fine because Dorne has not been a successful part of this show. Like it's been some of the weakest parts of the show for the past 2 seasons, I guess. Just there's nothing memorable from it. It's like, oh, they killed that guy that sits in the chair. Oh God. You know, it's I don't love any of the Dornish characters anymore after Oberyn died. I'm excited to see. I'm only excited. I only care about them because of Lady Tyrell. Like that's the only reason, and the way she shut down the Sand Snakes because they suck too. Like they don't do anything. They just all talk right now. They haven't done anything. So they killed a little girl. Congratulations.
And they killed
their brother or nephew or something.
Cousin.
They killed a little boy.
Yeah.
Killed a little boy and a little girl. Stabbed in the back too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm most excited to see Daenerys and her landing.
Oh, for sure. I need to see her like raise like the entire land. Just burn it, burn it to the ground. Keep it moving. Now, last thing I will say, what's his name? Onion Knight dude. He sucks in the book, Davos. He's the most boring character to read in the book, but he's so good on the show. Davos.
The guy who was teaching Jaime how to...
No. You're thinking of Bronn. Davos is, he's the one that used to be with Stannis. He's the one that always makes sense.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he's
the guy who couldn't read.
Right.
No, he's cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So he already sounds like he's awakened to this whole White Walker thing.
Yeah, he's already like, yeah, that's what I like too.
He's like, it doesn't matter who gets the throne.
Yeah.
He's like that one dude in the group that's woke and everybody else is like, I don't understand, like racism's dead. No, nigga, like it's just been institutionalized. So he sounds like the one that's gonna be
he's already looking
pushing
the future,
John to be like, dude, forget it. Like forget the Iron Throne, forget everything. Like, you need to be focused on trying to work with these people so that we survive the winter. I think Sam is going to be hugely instrumental to that because he's, the Citadel learning about this kind of stuff. That big-ass library. Yeah. So, they're definitely holding some stuff back. They showed us a lot, but I have a feeling that they only showed us stuff from maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes. I bet there's a ton of stuff. Yeah, I think so. It's just a feeling I have. I don't have any proof.
I feel like more of the fighting is going to happen maybe like episode 4 or 5.
But see, I feel like this might not even be that much fighting. Like, I feel like maybe the Lannister shots going against the Unsullied might be like the mid-season kind of big moment. Okay. You know how usually like there's like a red wedding or something kind of mid-season or something? I feel like that might be it. Well, the red wedding was toward the end of the season. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
You got anything else to say? Nope, don't care. All right.
Yeah, not really.
Thank you guys for sticking with us on our Rabble React Game of Thrones Season 7 trailer. We're both obviously really excited about it. Personally, I don't think I'm going to do a lot of digging into the season before it starts. Not sure I'm going to be able to... I might still hold off and do my own little thing and like wait and watch the season all as one whole. But it's going to be hard to, especially since I may actually have a chance to stay on top of it this year. But I don't think I really need to see anything else. I think I've seen everything I want to see. I don't want anything else spoiled for me. I don't even want to know anything that's going on. I just want to watch it and just be entertained and just bask in the glory of Game of Thrones and just like see people getting their throats slit and weird kinky brother-sister kissing and stuff with Cersei and Jaime. He's going to kill her. He's going to kill her. Yeah, he's going to kill her.
More the other way around. But...
What? Oh, no, he's going to kill her.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, he's going to kill her.
I think
she's fucking crazy.
I think he's definitely dead before it ends, like everything ends.
Oh, no, he's not going to survive.
Yeah, no, I think he's...
No, but I think he'll kill her. I wouldn't be surprised if he...
Well, he did kill... Well, he still loves her, though. So.
Well, because he killed the Mad King, and she's pretty much the Mad King.
But he's in love with her.
He's going to kill her. I wouldn't be surprised if he kills her and then kills himself.
I feel like he loves her more than she loves him.
Oh, for sure. Cersei doesn't love anybody but herself.
Exactly.
She only loves Jaime because he looks like her. Like, in the books, that's a thing. Because they're, like, identical twins in the book.
Oh, they're twins?
Well, yeah. In the book, they're twins, which is even creepier, yeah. So,
I didn't know they were twins.
She only loves him because it's like making out with herself.
Oh, so she's like that. What do they call that?
She's a narcissist. Yeah, that's the only reason that's why he's the perfect one for her, because it's like, being with herself. No, he's gonna kill her. He'll kill her. He should kill her. She's fucking crazy. So, and now she's gonna be even more unhinged because she doesn't have anything like binding her to humanity because all her kids are dead. So, alright, so anyway, sorry. Game of Thrones Season 7. I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for it. If I find anything else that I want to kind of elaborate on, we'll get to it. But I think this is good. I think we've seen everything. To its credit, Game of Thrones has really done a good job of like evolving. They've listened to some of the criticisms people had with the way that they treated women in the show. I am a little afraid going into the next season that they're swinging back too far the other way with it. That it's going to be like, okay, now it's taking over the show to the point where it's predictable and it's not, it doesn't feel organic. But I have faith that now that they know where the story is going, they know how many episodes it's going to take to get there, that the writing will be much tighter. I think looking back on it, the show is going to be even more praised than it is now because people don't understand how hard it is to get a television show of this quality. The shooting schedule, this amount of characters, the depth of writing, and then all the special effects, the costuming, all that stuff, getting it on the scale that they have and to do it at such a high level each and every year. It dipped a little bit, I think, Season 5. Season 6 kind of pulled its way out of it. I think Season 7 and Season 8 are going to be the best we've seen. At least, especially since like 7. Season 2 or 3.
I think it's going to be the best.
Yeah, for sure. So, got anything else to say? That's it?
No?
Cool.
That's it.
All right. See you guys next time. Check out more videos on Rabble, and I'll be back promoting and making new content as soon as possible. Ready to be back in it now that I've got more time on my hands. Check you guys later. Bye. Good shit. Did you want to try to do a Guardians review tonight? I'm really hungry.
Deuces.